If you want awesome products at great prices, check out the description. The U.S. Senate plunged into a high-stakes showdown Sunday, grappling with Donald Trump's ambitious domestic policy bill, a sweeping package of tax cuts, enhanced immigration enforcement, and drastic cuts to healthcare and nutrition programs. This big beautiful bill, as the former president calls it, is projected to significantly impact the national debt and healthcare access. The day began with Democrats employing a dramatic tactic, forcing a reading of the entire 940-page bill aloud, a move highlighting their assertion that the public remains largely unaware of its contents and serving as a procedural delay, pushing a final vote to Monday. This strategic maneuver underscored the deep partisan divisions surrounding the legislation. The ensuing debate promises to be a marathon session, colloquially known as a vote-a-rama, where amendments will be fiercely contested. The political ramifications are already evident, with North Carolina Senator Thom Tillis announcing his retirement from the Senate after facing intense pressure from Trump following his vote against advancing the bill. This unexpected development adds another layer of complexity to the already precarious political landscape. A newly released analysis from the Nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office, CBO, painted a stark picture of the bill's potential financial consequences. The CBO projects the Senate version would inflate the national deficit by nearly $3.3 trillion from 2025 to 2034, a staggering increase of almost $1 trillion compared to the House-passed version. This projected increase in the national debt further exacerbates the Republicans' challenges in pushing the bill through. The CBO's analysis also reveals a potentially devastating impact on healthcare access. An estimated 11.8 million more Americans would be uninsured by 2034 if the bill becomes law, exceeding the already substantial projections from the House version. These stark numbers represent a significant obstacle for Republican leaders as they race to meet Trump's self-imposed July 4 deadline. Facing mounting pressure and the release of these damning figures, Trump took to Truth Social, his preferred social media platform, to exert pressure on wavering Republicans. His message was a blend of cajoling and veiled threats, urging his party to avoid going too crazy on the debt issue. The former president's pointed reminder that elected officials need to be re-elected, delivered just hours after Tillis's announcement, carries a heavy weight of implication. The timing and tone suggest that Trump's influence on Republican lawmakers remains substantial, and dissent comes at a considerable political cost. The impact of Tillis's decision, driven by his clash with Trump over the very bill under debate, served as a stark warning to other potential dissenters. Even prior to the CBO's updated cost estimates, internal divisions within the Republican Party were palpable. Significant disagreements emerged regarding cost-cutting measures targeting Medicaid and food aid programs. Some Republicans argued these cuts were insufficient, while others voiced concerns about their depth. These proposed reductions are intended to offset the cost of extending Trump's extensive tax cuts from his first term, a significant financial undertaking totaling approximately $3.8 trillion. The internal struggle within the Republican Party became strikingly evident Saturday night, as a routine procedural vote to advance the bill in the Senate was delayed for hours while Vice President J.D. Vance and Republican leadership scrambled to negotiate with dissenting members. The bill ultimately passed by a narrow 51-49 margin, but the challenges remain substantial, with the vote-a-rama and potential amendments posing a significant threat to the bill's ultimate passage. The Republican strategy to overcome these obstacles involves employing an alternative budget baseline. This approach assumes the Trump tax cuts set to expire in December are already extended, effectively presenting them as cost-free in their budget calculations. The CBO did conduct a separate analysis using this preferred Republican methodology, concluding that the Senate bill would actually reduce the deficit by approximately $500 billion. However, this claim is vehemently disputed by Democrats and independent economists who criticize this alternative approach as magic math, arguing it deceptively masks the true cost of the extended tax cuts. Further complicating matters, under the traditional budget scoring system, the Republican bill violates the Senate's Byrd Rule, which prohibits legislation from increasing deficits beyond a 10-year horizon. In a letter to Senator Jeff Merkley, CBO Director Philip Swagel confirmed that the Finance Committee's portion of the bill, Title VII, increases deficits beyond 2034 under traditional scoring methods, further bolstering Democratic accusations of budgetary maneuvering. The coming days promise a tense and unpredictable battle as the Senate navigates this complex and controversial legislation. The future of the bill, and indeed the political landscape, hangs precariously in the balance.